Hi, I'm Sean Kokoska, co-founder of MAPS Business Training. And today we're going to talk through the second proprietary tool that will give you the clarity required for extraordinary success. Now, you already know that complexity is the enemy of clarity. And if you have mist in your mind as the leader, well, it becomes the fog within your organization. So this tool is going to give you the clarity and a granular level of weekly activities that will allow you to hold yourself accountable, to hold your people accountable to the extraordinary results that you'd like to see. Now, the tool is called a 411. And remember the old days when we needed information, we would dial 411? Well, this tool is just like that. So as we talk through this, the 4 of the 411 represents your weekly objectives, your weekly targets. The middle 1 of the 411 represents your monthly goals, your monthly objectives. And the final one is a restatement of your annual goals. So like most of our models, this is a one-page plan that gives you massive clarity and gives you the ability to hold people accountable. Now, this is broken into thirds. The bottom represents the 4 of the 411. It's week number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The middle one of the 411 is your monthly targets, your monthly objectives. So if I'm entering in the month of July, from my GPS, what are all the strategies that are due the month of July? Remember that we assigned by who and by when. So any ongoing strategies or those that are due in the month of July will go into the middle section of your 411 for the month of July. And then remember that the final one is your annual goals, your annual targets. So you're going to have your G, your big, hairy, audacious goal, and remember your priority positions are interim goals. The example we shared was increase sales by 250%. That goes in the annual goals section of your 411. So when you're creating your 411, you must have your GPS complete. The GPS is what really gives you the information to build out your 411. So from my GPS, everything that was due the month of July, I'm going to put it here. Once I've got my list together of my objectives for the month of July, I'm going to take, say, number 1, and I'm going to put it in a separate piece of paper, and I'm going to create a could-do list. Meaning right, wrong, and different, I'm going to write it down. Then based on the could-do list, I'm going to apply Pareto's principle, and you know that already. It's the 80-20 rule. Meaning 20% of these activities over here will yield at least 80% of my results. I'm going to narrow my focus by asking the focusing question. Out of all these things I could do, what's the one thing I can do? Such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. I'm going to develop my list of should-dos instead of could-dos. And let's just, for the sake of this discussion, assume that we're going to do 4 things. So we've identified the 4 things that we're going to do, and we're going to establish priority again by asking the focusing question. Out of these 4 things, what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? So I establish priority. I'm going to take the highest priority item, and I'm going to plug that over here into week number 1. I'm going to take the second priority item, and I'm going to put it into week number 2, the third into 3, and the fourth into 4. Now, just for the sake of this discussion, certainly you could take 1 and 2 and probably put it over into week number 1, or you could take all 4 of them and get it all done in a week, and that would be fantastic. Yet it depends on the other priorities that you have on the month. Now, you're going to do that with each and every one of your monthly objectives, and you're going to build out your week-by-week list. And while you're going to be forward-thinking, and you're going to go ahead and build out for week 3 and week 4, you're going to update this on a weekly basis, meaning I got this done, I didn't get that done, that's got to move over here, because if we erase, we must replace. So here's the point. When you do these action items 4 weeks in a row, what happens to your monthly targets? Well, they get accomplished. And by the way, when you do this 12 months in a row, what happens to your annual goals? You already know, they get accomplished as well. So I trust that you've gained something from this proprietary tool, this model that allows you to be an effective leader, effective manager, to have clarity in the actions that you're going to take every single day. And by the way, if you'd like a little help with this, feel free to go to mapsbusinesstraining.com, click on the free business assessment. There's no cost, there's no obligations. You'll rate yourself on 10 points of business as well as personal development. and undoubtedly will probably uncover some gaps. And we'll immediately focus on a plan to bridge those gaps and get you to extraordinary success. Thank you for your investment of time. I look forward to adding value to you soon.